guys, it's Olivia. Welcome back to Vlogmas. Hope you all are having a great December so far. So today I thought it'd be fun to talk to you about my cast member experiences and what I missed the most about being a Disney World cast member. If you're new to my channel, then welcome. Please subscribe to join our little YouTube community. But I worked at Disney World this time last year, actually. I was on the Disney College program in Orlando, Florida, and I was a character performer. So I was in entertainment, which was literally the coolest job in the entire world, and I got to just hug people all day and sign autographs and take pictures and make really magical moments for guests. One of the things I miss the most about that job is actually having an impact on people's lives. Like, my direct actions impacted whether someone was gonna have a great day or whether their mood was gonna be lifted or their dream was gonna come true. Like, as a student, I'm a full-time student at UC Davis, you probably know that, but my life revolves around me and revolves around my studies and what my professors want and what grad school applications want. And I'm just at that place in my life where to get where I want to be able to help people and do different things, I need to get through the school part. But it was so cool making an impact on people's lives, helping them have a happy day, creating memories that they're gonna look at their scrapbook like for eternity. That was pretty cool. One of the most devastating things on the job was how often I met Make-A-Wish families. So you're probably familiar with Make-A-Wish, but it's this foundation where they grant children with terminal illnesses a wish, whatever they want. And a lot of kids wish to go to Disney World with their families. And so there would be days where I would meet 3 Make-A-Wish families a day. Like, how sad is that? There are that many sick kids coming to Disney World. It was horrible. And I mean, but it was so, even though the situation was horrible, it was so wonderful helping make that magical moment for their families. I'm tearing up here. Like, imagine when it's like actually meeting them. Like, performers, we definitely do cry and all of that stuff, but we do our best to just make it a wonderful, happy moment for the families that the families can remember forever. And honestly, I don't know which was more sad, when we met a kid who you could tell like they were in different like wheelchairs and like their neck had to be supported and they could barely move and communicate, but the characters were able to just, you know, stroke them softly, give them a kiss on the cheek, give them a hug, hug their families, create those magical moments. I don't know if that was more sad or when you had kids come in where you're like, I don't even know which one of you is sick, because all 3 of you are bouncing off the walls, are so excited to be here, are so full of life. And I mean, one of them is really sick, so who knows, that might have been the 3 minutes of the day they had energy and now they have to go take a nap and be on meds. I don't know, but even though it was like the saddest thing ever, I also loved so much getting to make an impact on those families and just try to create a happy moment, happy memories where they weren't thinking about all the other things. They were just enjoying getting to interact and meet with Disney characters. Well, that was a heavy way to start the video. Another thing that I miss about being a Disney cast member are all of the people that you get to work with. So like my fellow coworkers, Disney employees are the most wonderful people in the world. They are literally the most hardworking people I have ever met in my life. They have such a strong work ethic. They are friendly, they are open, they are welcoming. One of my best friends from the program, I was thinking about this, it's kind of crazy. We worked one 11-hour shift together, then he gave me a ride home, and then we kind of saw each other in passing. Then another time we didn't work a shift together, but he gave me a ride home, and those were the only times I saw him over my 4-month program, and we are like really good friends. So it's kind of crazy how like you could know someone for only like a couple of hours, but spending 11 hours with someone like is a lot. But you create such great friendships from just that, and it's so great because, especially in entertainment, you don't have a constant schedule. You are working with different people all the time. It was several weeks before I started recognizing familiar faces and people that I had worked with before, but it's so nice because we all kind of know that, and so you're just friendly and make friendships, whether they last your 11-hour shift or whether they last a lifetime. My captains and managers were also so fantastic at Disney. So at the end of my program, I was so incredibly sick. Like, I actually ended up leaving, I think December 28th. My program was supposed to be to January 5th, but I was able to work it out with housing and everything to leave December 28th or 29th or 30th. And let me tell you, when I got back from my program, I had middle ear infections in both ears. My vocal cords were so swollen I could not speak. They think I had strep but didn't swab for it because the antibiotics they were giving me for my ears were so strong that it would kill strep if I did have it. So the whole week before, I was a mess in Florida. So my second to last shift, I was working a dining shift, and it was really late at night. The shifts would go from like 2:45 to like sometimes 11:45 in the evening. So I was working that shift, and my captain noticed that like I was not feeling well, and so he's like, okay, here, like, why don't you make some tea? Here's where it's at, like, do it. So I go to our little kitchen area and I start making tea, and as soon as the cup is full, my hands were shaking so much that I dropped it, and it just spilled all over the floor. And I started crying because when I'm sick and I mess up, I just cry, and I was so tired and stressed. And my captain was like, it's okay, go sit down, I will take care of this. And my captain, so there's like us little like employees and the captain and then managers. So my captain, who like could have told me or one of the other like just workers to go clean up the mess, he cleaned it himself. He made me a cup of tea. He got me lemon wedges from the restaurant. He brought me sugar, and he's like, don't worry about it, like, just be calm. Shift's almost over, like, you got this. And that was just so special because like people don't have to do that. Like, you know, people who are in charge of you, they can kind of act however they want to act, but the fact that he like showed compassion and took time like from what he was doing to like clean up the mess I made and then make me a cup of tea to make me feel better, like, that meant a lot. Another thing that was so cool about being a Disney cast member is that I got free admission to the parks. Like, I lived by car 8 minutes from Epcot, 10 minutes from Studios, 15 minutes from Magic Kingdom, and about 25 minutes from Animal Kingdom. And I lived about 4, 5, 6 minutes from Disney Springs. So I lived so close to all of those things and could go there as often as I wanted to. And again, being a student where all I do all day long is study, I miss like seeing the world, and it was so cool that like, even if you didn't want to do Disney stuff, SeaWorld was literally down the street. Like, we just got, like, our apartment was on like a side street, like right here. Then we just went down this street for 12 minutes and that was SeaWorld. Or we hopped on the highway for like 20 minutes and there was Universal Studios. So there was so much cool stuff, and I really miss like having access to all that stuff. But also Orlando it's an interesting big city because it's not like LA or Anaheim at all with like the traffic and stuff. I hate LA and all of Southern California, to be honest with you. But Orlando was like spread out, and it was just fantastic, like having the amenities of a large city without being in back-to-back traffic like every second of your life. I also just miss like being in on everything. Like, Magic Kingdom operations is so cool. Like, going down there and just seeing all the people in their different costumes walking down all the different ways to their location. It's quite incredible, the operation that Disney has going for them. Like, there are people working 24 hours a day, and everyone has a job and they do their thing and they're trained and they do it. And it's quite amazing to experience. I've always been one of those people who loves to be like behind the scenes of things. So like, I would always love, you know, as a cheerleader or a volleyball player, like being there before the fans are, being there before the game. Like at Davis, you know, being in the football stadium while fans are like trickling in, or hearing like the sound check for the music or things like that. I just absolutely love being behind the scenes of things and knowing what's going on. And so that was really cool to be able to see that on such a large scale in such a magical place with thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of employees. But yeah, those are just some of the things that I miss about being a Disney World cast member. I absolutely loved my experience. I definitely recommend, if you have time in your schedule, to check out the Disney College program, see if that's something you would be interested in. It's a lot of hard work, it's a lot of long hours, but you gain such an amazing experience on so many different levels that it's definitely worth it. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Comment your favorite Disney memory below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel to be able to join our YouTube community. You guys have a wonderful December. Keep dreaming out loud, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!